Welcome to Inside the Fight with Coach Dana Morrissey, brought to you by Cobra-Source MMA. Today we're coming to you from Ultimate Fitness in Sacramento, California with Team Alpha Male. Today I'm going to be talking to Matt Wagy, one of the members of Team Alpha Male. First I want to thank Matt for showing up, doing the interview with us. Let him know that we really appreciate it, that you take your time after a hard workout to come over here and sit down and talk with us. I wanted to start off with, since the last time I saw you, you won the IFC Bantamweight title. Want to talk to us about that fight and how that went?
Yeah, that was a great fight. I fought Kurt Weinrich. He's a very good up-and-coming fighter around here. I have a lot of respect for Kurt. I took him down and beat him on pretty much every round. Controlled him, got a decision, took his back. Just pretty much dominated the fight and came on with victory.
Good. Congratulations on that. I haven't had a chance to say that until a little bit earlier. I heard it was a really high-paced fight, really intense fight. I got to watch it on YouTube. I watched it. Really good fight. Dominated really well. 28, the West Coast Fighting Championships. You're going to be fighting Benito Lopez on that card. For this fight, I'm wondering what it is that you're working on, what you're doing, how you're preparing for this fight as you go into this.
High intensity, man. I know that I'm better everywhere. I know that Benito's a tough opponent, but I feel like I'm better anywhere, that I can take the fight wherever I want. Just putting a lot of hard work in, working every single day with the top guys, the Team Alpha Male, and pushing myself and trying to become the best fighter I can be.
Okay, I think that you match up really well with him. I think that your style of fighting, the high intensity that you bring, is something that he might have problems with, might be a little difficult for him. And when you go in there, he's really used to setting the pace, and he sets the pace with a lot of the guys that he fights. So when you go in there, is it your plan to set the pace and make sure that you dictate where the fight goes and how the pace of that whole fight is set?
Oh yeah, I'm controlling the fight. Wherever I want it to go is how it's going to go. I feel like I have the ability to control where this fight can go. Like I said, I respect him. I know he's tough, but I feel like I'm better, and wherever I want the fight to go is where it's going to go.
Okay, and I think if you implement the plan that you're putting together, and by watching you fight, I think that's a real good possibility that you have the capability and the skill set to do that. Also, I've been hearing that for this fight, you've been able to do a lot of training with Uriah Faber, some one-on-one with him. He's helping you prepare for this fight. Can you talk to us a little bit about what it is that you guys are going over and some of the advice that he's giving you?
Uriah Faber's awesome, man. He's a legend in the sport. I mean, the owner of this gym, a great guy, has a lot of knowledge to give to me. His jiu-jitsu is amazing, wrestling, everywhere. You know, working with him and all the guys, TJ Dillashaw, all of their classes, Lance Palmer for our wrestling class. I mean, we have so many high-level guys here, it's impossible to not get better.
I know, with all the top quality guys in here, that has to be a huge plus for you, for the kind of training partners you have, that people around the world dream of having training partners like that, you know, and you're able to come in here all the time and train with guys like that. And I got to know that it's got to prepare you and get you ready, and just the skill set of the guys in here, if you're able to roll with them and to spar with them and to train with them, that you know that anybody else out there that you come in contact with in a cage, a ring, anywhere, isn't going to be able to do what these guys can do.
And that's why I have so much confidence, really, because I can hang with all the top guys in this gym, and if I can hang with them, I can beat anybody else, you know what I mean? I feel like these are the top guys in the world for my weight class. TJ Dillashaw, UFC champion. Lance Palmer, World Series of Fighting 145-pound champion. Chad Mendez, UFC #1 contender. I mean, Uriah Faber, Joe Benavidez, Chris Holdsworth, you name it, we got everybody. And I get to go with them every day and push myself, and I compete with everybody, and it's a great feeling knowing that you have the best guys in the world. If you're the best guy in your gym, man, like I used to be, and you're in a lower gym and you're the top guy, you feel on top of the world, and it's not a good feeling. You're never going to get better that way. It's always good to come to a gym like here. Even the UFC champion, he's not the best at everything in this gym. We have Lance Palmer, we have Chad Mendez for wrestling, we have TJ striking, we got Uriah, we got everybody so good everywhere that if you're constantly beating everybody every day, you're never going to get better. And that's what's great about this gym.
That's true. Also, you know, maybe I know in a couple years, you'll name will be up there. I'll be sitting here interviewing another young and up and coming fighter like yourself, And he'll be like, hey, I get to train with Matt Wagy every day. You know, if you get to train with a guy like that, you know, the guy has that much experience and stuff like that. So by training here and being with these guys, that'll put your name up on that list and get you up there and get you those higher levels and those tougher fights. And me and you were talking earlier about mindset when we're fighting, mindset. Now you said in some of your other fights you went in, you kind of thought of it more of a sport, which it is a sport, but as fighters we know that when you're in a cage or a ring with somebody, it's more than a sport. It's like that guy wants to take something from you, you know, and for you it's your future. Right. Every guy you fight wants to take Matt Wagy's future from him. So the attitude that you need to have when you go in there is, I'm not letting him take anything from me.
Right. All of my losses have been self-inflicted. It's been mental, and when I'm angry at somebody and I've controlled anger, I can beat anybody in the world, and I firmly believe that. I had the skill set, but I've grown up doing martial arts my entire life, that when I first came in, and I'm still young, I treated it like a sport in some fights. And even up until my last fight with Kurt, I still treated it like a sport, you know. I was controlling, but I wasn't mean. I wasn't aggressive. And now I'm actually thoroughly angry at this guy, and I want to hurt him, and I'm going to go out there and hurt him in the fight at West Coast.
So when we go out there, it'll be when I fought, you know that you're upset at guys, you're mad at guys, you're like, hey, he wants to take something from me. But you also have to go in with the mindset of we can't be crazy or get out of control. So it has to be like a controlled anger when we go in there and use our skill set and our ability to do what we can do. And, you know, and our skill set is going to be a little bit above theirs. So we know that with that anger, that'll push us over the top, make us a little bit better fighter. Right.
I mean, I've been doing martial arts since I was 7, junior Olympian in judo. I mean, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, everything. I've grown up doing this. I know that I have the skills. That's never been an issue for me. The only reason that I've lost is because I've allowed myself to lose, and I've been stubborn and forced things. Now that I'm not doing that anymore and I found out the problem, I'm going to beat anybody that's in my way.
Sounds good, man. I'm really excited to see this fight. I think it's going to be a great fight. Changing gears a little bit. Recently you got to go back to Florida, spend some time with your family. I was talking to you about that earlier, and you're able to go out there every once in a while and see them. And what does it do for you to be able to go back, see your family, just kind of kick back, just be Matt Wagy, you know, before all this happened? And how does that rejuvenate you and get you ready for your next fight?
It's great to go back and visit with family and friends. I'm always training out there as well, but not obviously as intense as I am at Team Alpha Male. You know, every day is a grind here. But I work with all my former partners at American Top Team. Charles Rosa, a good friend of mine, he's in the UFC. Hector Lombard is a good friend of mine. My manager, Charles McCarthy, he was in the UFC before, and I think they're going to come out for this fight as well. So, I mean, I have a lot of friends that I can train with in Florida that I constantly get better no matter where I go. So I'm constantly working, always improving my craft, and it's great to go back and relax for a little bit, but I can never relax for too long. I'm always back wanting to train, you know, so I'm always doing something.
So this is for you. This is your living, your future. So for you, it's like a 24/7 job. You're going to be working at it all the time. Even when you're not doing it, you're doing it. You're thinking about it, and you know, or you're watching film, or you're doing something like that. So it's constantly a constant professional, which is really good to see. There's a lot of fighters in this business who are not. So it's good to see a young man who's really intense, really concentrated, really professional about it, really wants to make a future out of this, and wants to improve the sport along with himself while he's doing that. And that's something, you know, that me as a coach and other people appreciate.
Yeah, this is my life, man. I'm not playing around anymore. I'm tired of letting myself lose to people that I'm better than. I put too much work in for this, man. I'm not letting anybody beat me anymore. I'm not beating myself anymore, more importantly, and I'm going to beat this guy really bad. I'm going to put on a show.
It's going to be February 28th, 2015. It's going to be for West Coast Fighting Championship. Matt Wagy is going to be taking on Benito Lopez. Like I said, this is going to be a great fight, man. If you have an opportunity, come out, watch this fight. All right, this is a young and up-and-comer right here, and you want to see this guy fight. Trust me. Later on, you're going to be seeing him in the UFC, and you're going to be like, hey, I watched that guy on West Coast. So make sure you come out and you see this guy fight. All right? And is there anybody you want to give a shout-out to, say thank you to or anything?
Thank you to you guys for having me at Cobra-Source. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate all the work you guys been doing. Ted at NutriShop Folsom and all of those guys. Uriah Faber, Team Alpha Male, my manager Charles McCarthy, Guardian Sports Group. All my judo coaches, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, kickboxing, everybody who's helped me be the fighter that I am today. And it's just great to be where I'm at right now.
I'd like to thank Matt Wagy for coming out, spending the time with us. I know he's a hard-working kid, and for him to take the time to be here with us, we appreciate it. This has been Inside the Fight with Coach Dana Morrissey, brought to you by Cobra-Source MMA.
Comedy Beat, Friday, February 20th, 2015 at the Station, 1100 Orlando Avenue in Roseville, California. Doors open at 8 p.m. Show starts at 9 p.m. This show is sponsored by Mark Systems and Chef to You.